Hey guys, what's up? It's just no freaking way here, and I'm coming at you with another Kerbal Space Program commentary. Now today I'm just going to go to see how fast I can go. Nothing too fancy. Without further ado, let's get started, and I'll talk a little bit more once we get on our way. Now as you can see here, I've got a pretty fat rocket to start off with, and I use the shell method, so I take off rockets in shell layers. And that's what I use to propel the rocket up. Now at the start I go fairly slow, but the goal is to use, basic rockets to get me out of the atmosphere, and then rockets that last longer to build up speed. And I got this idea from other YouTube commentaries, like saying, Kerbal Space Program speed records. And I noticed one video said he got up to 7,000, but I never been able to get that far, and I didn't look at his design before now because it'd be pretty cheap if I just copied him. But yeah, this is my goal. See how high I can get. It takes a little bit of skill. I know my frame rate's pretty crappy because I've got all these parts, and my laptop's not fantastic. But it is what it is. I got what I got. Just doing this for fun. I'm not doing this to just be famous on YouTube. I'm just doing this to give you an idea, guys, whomever watches this, an idea of something fun to do in your free time. Right, so those rockets are gone. Now, you notice I finished with that layer, but the jets on that layer, the ones on the bottom, are still going. Now, basically the way it's running is they're not even attached to the rocket right now. They're just pushing on it, which is helpful because with that going, I took off that outer shell, which removed some weight with still getting the push from those rockets. And you can do that to save weight a lot. So I'm not going very fast, but I'm still getting out of the atmosphere here. And the real rockets that push me after I'm out of the atmosphere are the solid fuel rockets in the center on the outer shell right now. So you'll see in a minute, in about a minute, these bottom rockets will drop away, and I'll have to let them drift a little bit away from the shuttle, and then I can initiate the solid fuel boosters, and that'll push me, start building speed. And then once those break away, I'll just be left with a solid, straight, narrow shaft, giggity, and that will be getting me as fast as I can today. Now a little bit about me while we're waiting. I am 18. I study at Rochester Institute of Technology in Rochester, New York, and I am studying to be a software engineer, and it's really a lot of fun. I'm a freshman this year, so 4 more years to go, and after that, should be having a lot of fun. But it's a lot of fun to be out of the house for the first time. Oh, now these rockets are dropping away right about now. There they go. Now I have to let them drift away a little bit, or else they'll end up fucking up everything. Uh-oh, they're really close. I don't have to worry about them taking off my bottom jet as I push them away. Oh, sweet, I made it out. Okay, now just the rockets in the middle are the ones propelling it now. Nothing else is doing the work. And they'll run out of fuel pretty quickly. The rockets in the center are the ones that last a long time. Now, as soon as these run out of fuel, I can break them away and start propelling the rockets in the center, and there they go. They're done. Break them away and shoot the center. Alright, it's running. It's a little tough to see over the globe in the bottom, I guess. And I'm out of, now I have to start controlling the rocket myself. Alright, I'm just about at 1,000 meters per second. Not a bad start. My goal, if anything, is just to get above 6,000 meters per second. Shouldn't be too tough. But anything past that will be pretty good, gravy. Now I have 3 fuel cells that I have to run out on this, and then I break those away, and then I use the last remaining 2 just to bullet into space. Now the point of that is because removing weight means less inertia, which means I can accelerate faster. So it's always about finding this balance. Like I tried this with 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom, and 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. And I guess this one is the one I found the best mix with. I like seeing the little guys in the bottom right of the screen. One's freaking out, one's happy, and one's just like, meh. My goal right now is just to keep the rocket as vertical as possible, which isn't so totally easy. You got to do a little bit of work on it. Little arrow key action here. I lied, it's WASD action. And I am just about on the last fuel cell of the 3 on the bottom. Yep, there it goes. And once that runs out, I'm just left with the last 2, and then I'll be in the final stage of the mission. Now the guy on the right's freaking out. Maybe because he realized that I'm shooting him away from Earth without ever returning. So we are 200,000 meters off the Earth right now. I should be getting to about, if I'm lucky, I should be getting to about 1,000,000 meters away from Earth. I know my last video was a challenge to get 1,000,000 meters away from Earth in 10 minutes, but that wasn't a very difficult goal. Now, I strongly urge you guys to check out the Kerbal Space Program if you want something fun to do. Just in your free time, if you get a little tired of Black Ops. And the fuel cell is done, break that away, launch the last 2. Awesome. Last phase of the mission going here. Now, with only the 2, it becomes easier to accelerate, but also I have to do more work keeping it vertical. It tilts much more readily. So I'm going to take a minute to focus on this a little more. Now I could have put in something that would keep it pretty much steady for me, but that would add to weight of it, and adding weight makes the ship go slower. And since we're going for as fast as we can here, if I can do it on my own, I should. But like in the beginning, that ship would be so unstable, there is absolutely no way I'd be able to control it just by myself. So I put a bunch of stabilizers on the top of those jets, and that kept it pretty much stable. I'm on the second booster of the 2 left here, and as soon as this one runs out, that'll be our max speed. And even here, Earth does pull on us a little bit, so as soon as this fuel runs out, the speed will decrease. So I've got to keep my eye on that meters per second thing and record what I get, and that'll probably be the title of this video. Not sure yet, because again, none of this has gone on YouTube when I'm saying this. It's a live com. And the guy on the right's happy now. Yeah, I really like to find out what they use to determine whether the guys are happy or not. Alright, we're coming up on the 6,000 mark. And we passed 6,000. Awesome. 6281. Alright, that's not terrible. I know I can definitely do a lot better, but 6281, not bad. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I'd like to see you guys post a response if you think you can do better. And if you don't know the link for the Kerbal Space Program, it's literally KerbalSpaceProgram.com. Kerbal for Kerbal. And if you don't know how space program is spelled, then you probably aren't smart enough to play this game. And I will see you guys later.